Why?
So
The only two kinds of guys that I've ever seen support abortion are the ultra simps that are like, yeah, I support feminism, like Biden and all that kind of stuff. The ultra simps and the dudes that are running through chicks and they want that like escape hatch.
I definitely see that side, but I just, when you speak like that, it makes it seem like, obviously, yes, is I guess a form of birth control in the end, but it's not. It's not like, oh, either I can get this IUD or just keep getting abortions. Like obviously, you've probably never had to have an abortion since you're pro-life, and abortion is not just a simple let me just walk in and oh baby gone. It's a very
brutal procedure.
Yes, it's not.
but
I'm not saying there's not women who have had multiple or things like that, and there is definitely women out there using this birth control, but that is a small minority of the people. Don't just make it seem like it's like, oh, yeah, I can just get an abortion if I don't want to have a kid. Like maybe there's a few, small percent of women out there like that, but most of the time, a lot of women I know who've had abortions were, honestly, a lot of them kind of sometimes were being safe. Some of them were being idiots. They're like, oh, pull out method, blah, blah,
How
blah,
many
bullshit.
people do you know that have, I don't know a single person.
I don't either.
Yeah, I know
that have had
quite
abortion.
Yeah.
Do you consider Plan B an abortion?
No.
No,
you don't consider Plan B to be an abortion?
That's no proof or not if you had it. It's
you
too
don't think
early
that's an abortion,
on.
Brian?
No, because I don't think there was a conception.
I think it's usually when the sperm touches the egg.
You have to take it within 72 hours.
The sperm has already reached the egg.
For Plan B?
That's conception.
I believe so.
Because there would be nothing to kill if it didn't fertilize it.
No, but
it's blocking. It's not killing. It's blocking it from happening.
In order for conception to occur, the sperm has to get. Hold on, guys. In order for there to be a conception, the sperm must swim and make contact with the egg. What if you take Plan B, the sperm has not yet hit the egg.
Yeah, it's not an pill.
I don't think it doesn't take 72.
You can take it for up to 72, but
you
I
can
don't
take
know.
it for up to 72. But if you took it 72 hours later, there's a likely chance that the sperm has already reached the egg within 72 hours.
Well,
I believe.
So maybe it's a while.
I saw the
Kardashians.
Kardashians. I think Kendall Jenner taught me this on the Kardashians, that
that's a great
sperm
source.
can live in your body for like 3 days before it impregnates you. So that makes sense that.
I
don't know. I'm not a biologist.
It's 5 days, and the 72 hours is actually just the 96% effectiveness. So that's why they want you to take it within 72 hours, but you can take it within 7 days, but the efficacy goes down significantly because conception has occurred at that point. So a lot of women, when they take Plan B, they like shed their, it forcefully sheds your uterine lining so that you're aborting whatever conception occurred. And a lot of women report the fact that they have like clumpy periods and they have like something bigger come out of them.
So there's a possibility that the sperm did reach the egg.
Okay,
I'm not just making this up.
I know your career and stuff.
Okay.
But I know people who literally used to pop. Sadly, I don't agree with it. They used to pop Plan Bs like candy. Yeah. I've never had a single friend say they bled after. I've taken Plan Bs. I've never bled after.
You've never had a single friend. You've never had a single friend say that they bled after Plan B.
Never. That's never happened.
That's the process of which
it's preventing it from happening. I've taken probably 3 Plan Bs in my life. I've never bled once from it, and I never had a worse period after.
I was gonna say everyone. I haven't heard the bleeding because I don't know that many people that take Plan B. But in college, I know that people have horrific
that's an abortion
periods
pill
following Plan B, and you can only take it like 3 times a year or something like that.
Take what?
Plan B. You can't just pop
for
that
it
like
to
it's
be
candy
effective?
and then it can affect
effective.
Yeah, and it can affect. I'm sure it can affect fertility or something of the sort.
You're not supposed to take it. You're honestly not supposed to take it more than like 3 times in your life.
Exactly.
Honestly.
I think that's what it was.
People play with fire with it, and also every time like people try to get pregnant for a long time. It's not just you get, sorry for my language, you get in once and you're pregnant. A lot of the time the Plan B isn't even preventing anything from happening. A lot of the time you weren't even you weren't even going to get pregnant. It's just a cautionary act.
And that's because of like the menstrual cycle, right? You can only get pregnant when you're ovulating.
2 days out of the month,
Right.
And
so
like
that's the stories. I'm not making this up. The stories that I've heard about are when women take it and during ovulation and there was conception, like there was actual fertilization occurred, and they took it and then it either caused them to have an irregular period or it caused them to bleed out something that was a lot like something that was different. I feel uncomfortable talking about this because I've never had a period.
Okay,
but
so
just
as far as the Plan B thing,
understood.
I would have to look into it further. It's plausible that it could be an option if conception occurred. However, for example, you can have sex and then 5 minutes after you have sex, take a Plan B pill, conception has not occurred 5 minutes after you've had sex with somebody. So that would not be an abortion, but it's plausible it could be an abortion.
If you took Plan B 5 minutes after you like had sex with somebody, is there a chance that the Plan B won't work?
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
It's pretty effective, is my understanding.
For the
Not
most
that
part,
I
it's
would
effective.
have any knowledge
That's
of.
why it's Plan B, and you can only take it within a certain days because it's not going to force an abortion. If you take it after that time frame, like you're not going to just take it and now you're going to have an abortion or have a miscarriage.
So one of my friends recently told me a story that his buddy got his girlfriend pregnant, and like several weeks after the fact, he mixed a bunch of Plan B into her pancakes, and she like
That's a yikes.
Yeah, and like
And a crime.
basically killed her baby.
Okay, I said
like,
taking a Plan B versus mixing a bunch of Plan Bs together. I'm sure you could feed a
obviously
woman a lot of
obviously they're
things that would give
different
her a
things. Obviously
miscarriage.
they're different things, but I'm saying like it can still be effective.
I know, but
Why
there's a
not?
lot
Sending
of
him to
things that
jail.
you could
He
even
needs
you
to go to
could
jail. That's
I'm
like-
calling the
that's-
FBI.
yeah,
I have a hate
could
crime to
so
report.
messed up.
you could drink
So
a bunch of
messed up.
vitamin C and force yourself an abortion, but it's not because it's the Plan B that's going to give you it.
Wait, you can get an abortion from a bunch of vitamin C?
There's many ways to
Pineapple stuff.
Yeah, there's
That
many
was like
ways to stop.
I think I learned that from
pregnancy.
American Horror Story. I don't know. This is icky.
Who was the first person to figure out that you could take a bunch of vitamin C?
Who was the
Probably
first
it was-
person?
Honestly,
to
it was probably
milk
on
a cow? I
accident,
don't
which is
know.
very, very sad.
Who's like, let me pull these udders. Let me drink that. I don't
No,
know.
it was probably because somebody.
Some dude with a fetish for sure.